Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. We are doing the hashtag seance circle spread, which was created by Rumer Haven. And I'm going to get right into it because I don't have much time. I'm going to start with the crystal ball because you need a crystal ball in the center of your table when you're doing a little seance. I actually watched the original video first, but I've watched a couple of other ones too, and this works really well. So I am going to start with a round deck. I, like many of you, hate shuffling a round deck, but as round decks go, this one is less egregious than some. All right, and we are using Jamie Sawyer's Nature Portals. And we're going to start out with the pig. So the pig is the central spirit, I guess, of the reading. Pig is interesting. Pigs are misunderstood. They are common farm animals used for food. And they're also very intelligent and cleaner than you would think. Okay, next we need a candle, which is the candle is lit and shadows are cast, so we need a shadow deck, and I thought the best one to go with would be Shadowlands. So, do I have an upside down card? I'm sorry, I can't live with an upside down card. All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle this baby. She hasn't been out in a hot minute. I was pulling out some extra cards or decks to take over to the apartment for when I'm hanging out with the intern. And I wanted to get Delirious Gnarly Thorn, but I also thought I would pick this one out too because I like it. All right, so perfect. Excuse me. I was hoping, because this deck does have a lot of candles in it, I was really hoping I would get a candle card, and I did. How perfect is that? So that is the 9 of Wands is my shadow aspect. And I'll go through and do the actual reading after I've pulled all the cards. Some people are doing it all upside down and then turning them, but that's just not how I'm doing it. Number 3 is a personal item. This took me a minute to decide on, but what I chose to do is I'm going to use the out of hand tarot. I have this little pocket out of hand tarot, and then I'm going to pull a charm. So I'll have a hand. Wow, this popped right up. We'll have a hand, and then we'll pull a charm out of my bag of charms. To see, what is this? Oh, a broom. Interesting. We'll put a broom in his hand. Okay, that's pretty cool for the personal item. All right, Invocation. So this is, I think she was looking for like a goddess deck or something. But what I'm going to use is, and there goes my companion stone. Just get that. This is the first edition SKT, so I keep with it this piece of lava rock. I'm just going to put that right there, and we're going to pull a spirit for the invocation. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go. I'll put this here and this there. That is a stronghold of the flame, so I'm also going to give you the New World Order because the strongholds give you an extra message. Okay, hang on just a second. Okay. I have no idea how this is supposed to look, but oh well. Okay, and then channeling. So this is this is supposed to be a deck that has words or messages on it. And I had a couple of options, but this one just kind of popped out. And I thought, wow, this is just too perfect. And this is the Don't Panic Tarot by Veronica Jude. I'm pretty sure you can still find this on Make Playing Cards. If I get a chance, I will leave links to where you can find. Okay, cool. All right. And this is the Executive. Though the sex to which I belong is considered weak, you will nevertheless find me a rock that bends to no wind. Elizabeth I. Good stuff. Gnarly. Okay. Next, we have Spirit Photography. So this is a photographic deck. And for that, I chose the Witch's Tarot. This is by Burning Paper Hearts. That's the box. This has this cool kind of cardstock. This is what I hope the cardstock is like in the New Greenwood. Because this is really cool, fun to handle. All right, the Chariot. Interesting. That looks very seancey. I knew it would. Not all these look as seancey as they are to me, but damn, that one is. Okay, and we've got Materializing. So this is, I think this one was something that was kind of cloudy. I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be, but this is like where your ghostliness comes out, and I thought this was a very, very ghostly deck. So it goes perfect with my cloth here. We're gonna give this one a little shuffle too. All right. And here we have the Knight of Chalices. Ooh, these two go well together. Okay. All right. Next, we have a Poltergeist. All right, Poltergeist. And again, I was going to use something else. I forget what I was going to use, but I thought this one really kind of fit the bill because the little black and white guys in the Goblins and Gardens Tarot by Jonathan William Sasha are really great. And they look to me like troublemaking little dudes. So, when I see that little pig in the middle, I think about, what is it, the Animal Totems Tarot? The Queen of Pentacles is a little pig. So cute. Okay, so our Poltergeist is the Seven of Wands. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let me see. I want to put her, I'll put this there and that there and this here. That way I got 2 more cards. Okay, so collective hallucination. Wow, adding extra letters into my words. This is a deck that you bought because of FOMO. And she had really good reasoning for putting this prompt in, but I bought Wisdom of Pooh Tarot because of FOMO. Because I saw it on sale. I decided I didn't want a Tigger one. I saw people using it and loving it, and I didn't want to end up not getting it after seeing they ran such a long, intense sales campaign for this deck. So collective hallucination is going to be Wisdom of Pooh Tarot. Oh, sorry, I got it though. There's a couple other ones that I could have used, but I thought this was pretty good. All right, Page of Swords. And I'm not going to draw an extra one for that because unlike the strongholds, I don't always do that with every deck. So with this one, I'm not going to do that. We'll just go with old Christopher Robin climbing up a tree to get his scarf in the wind. That's pretty cute. Okay. And then finally, the closing or cleansing. And for that, I'm going to use Amulet and Friends Oracle by Holly Simple because I love this deck. And it does have just a bunch of really nice uplifting messages that I am always glad to see. And like many of my decks, it's also fun to shuffle. Try that again. Okay. So my closer is going to be prayer. Wow, that's intense. Let's just look at that for 1 second in the book. This book is nice because it is alphabetical. All right, prayer. Talk with the universe, reciting affirmations. Be cautious to not wish or ask with selfish motives. Build a relationship and trust in source. Worship through mantras, surrender, connect to compassion, and get to know our innermost selves. Prayer is unique to the individual and helps us build personal daily rituals. Affirmation, universe, I am connected to you, trust you, and surrender to your plan for me. All right, interesting. Kind of like a watch what you ask for affirmation to close this reading out. Okay, what I'm going to do is stop right there because I have to go. But I'll come back and do a more comprehensive reading of this circle seance reading. Okay? All right. Well, it's the next day. Okay. So the spread's central focus is this pig here, which I asked for this, folks, by just choosing this because it was round. Well, pigs have a lot of different meanings. They, depending on whether you're looking at one culture or the next, some people think pigs are very lucky, and others can consider them a demon. So I'm gonna go with lucky. Somebody who tends to be kind of a pig in shit, someone who always lands in the right place. So that's who I'm looking to reach right now. And I don't know who that is, okay? But the the shadow aspect of it, the Nine of Wands here, which I chose Shadowlands because I knew there was a lot of candles, and because the deck is supposed to be a candle, right? So this is someone who, although they seemed very lucky, they seemed to be always in the middle of something good, there was also some kind of pressure to that, some kind of always having to have it be turned on. Okay, so the next card and charm actually that I drew, the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is holding this little broom here. So this is the personal item that we brought from this person. So maybe the fact that they had stuff, they had money, they were able to get things done, and they were always there, made them the one who was always having to clean things up. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, and then the invocation, or the spirit that I got, was the stronghold of the flame, which this is a wands page. So this is something that they were very interested in doing. And perhaps because New World Order was their message, they got it done. So despite the fact that they were under a lot of pressure, they did get the things that they were looking to do finished during their lives. Interesting. Channeling, the automatic writing moment, which I used the Don't Panic Tarot for. I'm going to say this is a person who is kind of a boss. The executive, I believe, is the I want to say it's the top of the pentacle suit. So this is someone who is kind of in charge of a lot of things. That's why she took a quote from Elizabeth I. Although it's green, so I would think that would be earth. Anyway, so let's go with that. Let's go with someone who is in charge of many things, but they did, during their lifetime, get the things finished that they needed to finish. Then this really entertaining spirit photography moment, the Chariot. This feels like they were taken just a little before they were ready. Like they, maybe they got a lot of things finished, but they wanted to do one more thing just before they went. Okay. Materializing, something that is coming out of the mist, something that we see. Oh, maybe there was like a new love interest, someone they cared for that they wanted to spend some time with. Interesting. And the Poltergeist. But maybe that person that they wanted to spend time with didn't want to spend time with them. Oh, it's kind of sad. All right, so the Poltergeist is the goblin, the troublemaker. So this person, they found at the last moment that there was someone they wanted to spend time with. This person did not want to spend time with them. And the collective hallucination, what we saw was a scarf falling. So everyone saw the scarf, and that must have something to do with the ghost that we're trying to reach here. This very lucky kind of super helpful, attractive, but also kind of sad at the very end because they were trying to make a connection and the person they wanted to connect with didn't connect with them. All right, so, and the closing cleansing, the prayer, which I read to you earlier. And let's say for the good of this ghost that I hope his other person realized that he was just trying to give a little bit of his blessing to them, and that they know it was a kindness and not a stalker situation or anything like that. So that is my seance circle spread. I think I'm going to do this again. I really had fun with this, and I kind of went off the cuff. So I wonder if I planned it out a little more, if it would be even more interesting. But I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for coming.